What's up? It's Mr. Snake Media. Um, so I uploaded my first video on the page, and it's pretty much my road to $10,000 series, and you guys can check it out. But right now, I kind of just want to get into some of my life, and things that have gone on in my life and stuff. It was a 30-minute video, and it talked about it a little bit, but I'm gonna give a little bit of back history. I think I'm gonna upload like about 10 videos and see if I can try to help grow the channel a little bit, and just a little bit of general information about myself. So, um, I'm 32, and I have two kids, and I've grown up in a small town in Ohio pretty much my whole life. Population of uh, around 10,000 people. I have moved around for a couple of years and lived in bigger places. You know, I do like the small hometown mom and pop shops type deal. Um, it's just something I'm used to. Yeah, I've lived in Miami. I've worked in Louisville. I've done some stuff, so I've experienced it. But so I just wanted to get into I guess family is what I'm going to say. Is family. For a lot of people, family is blood, and for a lot of people, family is not always blood. You know, they say family is the company that you make that is around you, and no matter what you do in life, make sure that the family that you're keeping in your life is positive, right? And they're helping you grow in the direction that you want to grow in, because not all family does. And some family can help you, and then they'll be the first to stab you in the back, right? That's um, an uncle of mine used to say something like that, and he would say, um, "Family and friends start with an F because they'll be the first to F you." So um, that's in a nicer way than he would say, but and it's kind of true. I've had a lot of people do me wrong and stuff, and I'm starting to realize that a lot of life is you need to have your own back before you depend on other people to have your back. Right now in my situation, I have someone who has my back a little bit, and it's okay. I got a couple people, a support system. The more people you let into your life is also the more chances and numerals that you're going to put into your life too that can hurt you. So to anybody who's watching this and is starting out and questioning, and you may be in a bad spot, and you're going to see my series or something, and you're curious to what you should do, and if you got nothing, obviously, like I said, I'm starting out with a little bit better than a lot of people, um, and I have a lot of experience and stuff. So, um, but one suggestion that I'd make is just making sure that the company that you keep around you is positive in the manner, in the direction that you want to achieve in life, because making sure that these people are positive is a big, big effect on what energy it's going to bring into your life, right? If you continuously have negative people who are always down and stuff, who, don't get me wrong, constructive criticism is good, okay? But if it's a continuous issue, you don't want to be bickering and fighting with people that you consider family and love, right? Don't get me wrong, all family kind of bickers a little bit, right? When we disagree and stuff, but like continuously putting you down, or treating you like you're not good enough is not healthy at all. And I do not recommend putting yourself through that torture continuously all the time. Um, I understand if you don't have anywhere to go and you can't do this and can't do that, you kind of have to deal with some stuff sometimes, and we all might not like it, but just tone it out, right? Try to tone it out and just keep going and driving on a path that you think is best for you in life, you know? So, my family's kind of big and it's kind of weird, So, I was raised by a step family, and I have my biological family and stuff, and I talk to them a lot and stuff. Yeah, not as much as some people. Relationship with my mom's kind of torn. She kind of did me dirty with going to jail and not paying on my car and my storage unit like she told me, and then just pretty much told me F off and good luck, and it's your fault you went to jail. I dropped off Christmas gifts to your grandkids, and you sided with my ex. So that that one hurt a little bit, and you know, she easily could have went and got the stuff out of my storage unit and paid the $400 bill if she needed to sell anything. There was thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars worth of stuff. So um, it sucks that your own mother that can do that to you. So like I said, family is not always blood. They can be, and I continuously try to forgive her like I'm supposed to because I'm her son, right? And I don't want to get into too much of the crazy stuff she's done because she's done stuff that I've seen people kill their mothers for less than that. Literally, I was just in jail with somebody who had killed his mother, and he was like 19, and it was for a lot less than that. So, um, I would never wish bad upon my mom in that manner, or anyone. But yeah, so my family's pretty big, and I got nieces and nephews. Uh, a lot of them. I got aunts and uncles and stuff. Step, not step. Um, Pretty big. Between my full-blooded siblings, my half-blooded siblings, and my step siblings, I have. Um, I think I have like 10, 10. So yeah, it's a lot. We're all not connected. I got two full-blooded siblings. We're a lot distant than we used to be when we were kids. We're like very close in age, like a year apart. And now in my 30s, like we all kind of not hate each other, but it's like we don't talk like we care. I mean, I've been talking to my brother because I was pretty close with him. We're in the same grade, and so, grew up in the same bedroom, and type deal and stuff. So, but still not the greatest. That was supposed to be like my ally in life and achieving life and accomplishing things, and that was gonna be my sidekick from our 20s and stuff. And we did not have we ended up not having the same goals and motivations and stuff in life. And yeah, I mean, you can't force someone to do something that they don't want to do or achieve the things that they don't want to achieve. Like I was watching Mr. Beast earlier and stuff, and he was talking about being an entrepreneur and like his motivation and like um, his OCD and everything. I guess you could say in a sense is unique, right? A lot of people don't have that, and I kind of see that as I get older. It's like not everybody is so monetarily driven in a sense because you know they aren't worried about where they're going to be when they get older, or B, uh, they don't care. Like I guess I mean that's the same as the first answer, but yeah. So um, overall, though, once again, family. So like I can't force him to do what he wants to do, and I just figured I'd make this video. I'm up there with my step grandma or my grandma, right? And she's dealing with her sister in the hospital. I don't want to say too much, but she had an episode where she couldn't remember where she was and wandered off. She's 90 years old. They found her in a ditch, and it's sad. Now she's in the hospital and stuff, and she's helping her sister out a lot. But like, once you get older, if you don't have a great relationship with your kids, it's kind of all you have is like your siblings until you pass away. So, or the people you care about, your support system. So, making sure you have a good support system and people you care about you is important. Um, you know, uh, Family is who you make it. So, yeah, so I got two kids. My ex really does a horrible job at co-parenting, and I don't get to see him. And I've never really had a great relationship with my kids. Actually, like when I went to jail, dropping off those Christmas presents, it was actually the first time I got to hug my son, who's 7 years old. So, like, was it worth the $50,000 loss? Yeah, kinda. Like, I got to see my boy, and he ran over to the window and he held up the Xbox card because like part of his gifts in his gift card or in his uh Oh, and his holiday card. It had his Christmas card. It had a gift card for Xbox in there, and he held it up and smiled, and I pointed at him in the window. After he went inside, he jumped on the back of the couch just to keep looking at me. It was awesome. It sucks that she's like this towards me, and a lot of women are towards fathers. Like, family is very important, regardless if she didn't want to be with me. That's fine. Like, I can't hold that against anyone. You know, I definitely tried to make it work for our kids because I didn't want them to grow up without their parents in their life, both parents, and yeah, just to have a co-parent continuously kick you in the groin over and over and over and over sucks. It freaking sucks. So my son's 7, my daughter is 13. While I was in jail, I wrote her this 50-page letter. I was hoping to get it to her by her birthday, but even though the domestic was dropped, there's still a temporary protection order till November, which I filed a motion to try to get it dismissed early and stuff. I'm waiting to hear back for when they set the court date. So I couldn't give it to her, but I wrote her a 50-page letter that took me 3 weeks to write, and it's very meaningful, and I hope that she really gets it because she's right at that age where you really start distancing yourself from parents, and where her mother hasn't let me be there a lot. You can tell that there's some resentment, and I just want to mend it before she gets older because I would love to be there. As she gets older and she has a family and be grandpa. If I didn't get to be there to be dad, at least one day let me be grandpa. So I mean, I just try to stay positive. Um, as positive as I can be. I know some of the things I don't want to talk about because I'll cry, or and it sucks. It sucks a lot. Um, they've never even got to meet their biological grandfather down in Florida, who would love to meet them, and it sucks. So, um, yeah. So family is the most important thing, and cherish the moments you have with them, good or bad. Like, obviously we don't like the bad ones, but those are still memories too. And if you got a crappy family that's in your life, just try to be distant and just try to stay as positive as you can, and just know your boundaries, know your distances. If they're trying to use you for what you have, or just trying to manipulate you into doing things for them and stuff, like, try to keep that separate, because you know the truth. If they continuously make you out to be the bad guy to everybody behind your back and stuff. You can vibe that, and you can see that, and you know the truth that you're not, right. So just stay positive no matter what, and kind of just have faith and hope that things will start to change and look out, because you can't let it bring you down. You have to keep going, and just staying positive, like I said. So yeah. So this is, I guess, one of the first 10 that I'm gonna put in. Besides, like, my series, I'm gonna do the series for a little bit, and I hate like telling you to and subscribe. Like, obviously, I don't have very many views and subs and stuff. But if you kind of like hearing my stories and stuff, I'm gonna place them out here, kind of give a little bit of background of my life. I know I didn't get into the family too deep because it's a rough topic to get into. So, um, yeah. So thanks for tuning in, and like I said, if you like my stuff, like, comment, share. Um, yeah, I'm gonna try to get my 1,000 subs by the end of the year. We'll see if that happens. We'll see if the YouTube algorithm, or should I say the viewer algorithm, actually cares what I have to say. So we'll just try from here. So thanks again for tuning in, and if you do like this, check out my series thing, the road to 10K. I think I'm gonna blow it out of the water, but we'll see what you think.